Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about this beautiful looking Yamaha R15 version 4.0. So first things first, let me just tell you the price of this bike. So the price of the bike is from 1.8 lakh ex showroom. Talking about its mileage, so the mileage of this bike is around 45 to 55 kmpl, which is one of the best mileage giving bike in this 155cc segment. Now let me talk about the engine figures. So in terms of engine, as I have just spoken, that this is a 155cc liquid cooled engine which produces 18.4 ps and 14.2 nm torque. Has the fuel capacity, the tank capacity of this bike is around 11 liters. Talking about its ground clearance, the ground clearance of this bike is somewhere around 170 mm. Which is, I believe, in my opinion, it is one of the best ground clearance that any bike should have. In terms of the fit and finish, in terms of the designing of this bike, I believe, in my opinion, this bike is one of the best looking bike, because it does not just give you a sporty feeling, but it overall has a very premium looking looks. So let me talk about its logos, let me talk about its features. So in the front, you get the tire which has a very strong zapper tires, which is basically 17 inches. And in the rear also, you get the MRF tires, which is again 140 by 70 and has a 17 inches tire. Talking about its suspensions, so suspensions that here you get is a very good looking suspensions, which is a gold anodized suspensions. As you can see, very neatly finished. All the color combination here is beautiful. Comes with dual channel ABS. At the rear you get the preload adjustable monoshocks, the suspensions, which is again one of the very good thing that you can see here. As I've said, that it is a liquid cooled engine and has a very good mileage. Talking about it other aspects like tire hugger, again I can say the tire hugger adds an element of beauty in this bike. And as you can see, the other logos that they have done, very neatly finished. R15 version 4.0, that's what it actually represents. You can see very closely that the color here, which is kind of neon orange color, which is actually matching with the tires. And even at the rear, as you can see, even at the rear, it is actually matching somewhat to the fit and finish of this intensity white color. So in terms of fairing is beautifully designed. Now let's talk about its lights. So in terms of lights, in terms of the front look of the bike, this is how the front look is. This is the DRLs, that is very beautiful looking. In the front, this is kind of a very mean look of the bike, which actually gives a very tough look, I can say, in one word. And in terms of other things like the side lights, so I believe, in my opinion, only the side light that is actually one thing that is little off to me, because they should have given this LED side light. These are more of the halogen turn indicators, which looks a little bit off to me in terms of the lightnings of this bike. In terms of the tail light, yes, again they have done a very good job, because they have given the LED tail lights as well. So in my opinion, there is this one thing that I've observed. So if one person, if a rider, if they can just eliminate this part, or maybe just cut out this part, in my opinion, the bike is going to be looking additionally beautiful. That's what my opinion is. At the tank, you get this Yamaha emblem, which is a little bit chromed, also mixed with the piano black finishing as well. In terms of the emission norms, as per the current emission, they have also done the E20. It also comes with the E20 thing. Now let's talk about the headlight. Let me just turn it on. Alright, so this is the single LED, which is looking one of the very good looking bike here. So as you can see, this is how the bike looks from the front side. from the side, this is how the bike is going to look like. Now let me just talk about two things that I have observed here, which is little off to this bike. So one of the thing is the exhaust note that they have given should have been slightly upward. I think taking this particular exhaust note slightly upward should have, I believe should have made the bike more fascinating, in my opinion. Second thing is the seat. Yes, the position of the seat is good for a rider but not for a pillion, because as you can see, the seat here is actually very much thin. So I believe in terms of comfort, you're not going to get the comfort in terms of the seat for the pillion. So you get this particular grab rail as well. You can just grab, and again, grab rail for pillion is actually very comfortable in terms of grab rail, because this does not just gives you a convenience for grabbing this particular rail, but also it actually gives an overall design and elementary to the overall design. In terms of the other fit and finish, like for the rider, the seat is quite comfortable. So as you can see, this is the seat for the rider is quite long. So I think which is one of the very good thing. Now let's talk about the instrument cluster. So let me just go this way and let me show you the instrument cluster of this bike. So let me just restart the instrument cluster. So at the starting of the instrument cluster, the ignition, you get the introductory logo as 155, since this bike is a 155cc. And in terms of the instrument cluster, you get too many functions, I can say. One of the key functions here that you can see is the street mode and the track mode. So there are two modes specifically that you get here, and other than that, you get the gear position indicator. You get to be able to see the time. You get to be able to see the coolant, the temperature, the fuel gauge, kilometer, odometer, speedometer. Those kind of information also you can be able to see. This comes with a Yamaha Motorcycle Connect app. So again, which is one of the very good thing. Nowadays, most of the bikes are going smart. So with this, you can just track your location, where the bike is and where your bike you have parked lastly, how much kilometers or how much basically how much fuel the bike is going to have. So those kind of things that you are going to be able to see in this particular app. So again, which is one of the very good thing I can say. So this was all about the instrument cluster. So apart from this, in terms of the handle, you can see this is a very sporty handle. In layman language, I can say this is a two-piece handle. I believe this is again an adjustable one, if I'm not wrong. And again, the handle is also very comfortable, not a problem at all. In terms of the switches, the quality of the switches is again good, not at all a problem, which is a very good quality, not at all a cheap one. And this is where you get the extra switch here. So basically from here you can just play around with your instrument cluster. So which is a good thing. You can just change the function that you want to be shown on the instrument cluster. On the instrument cluster, if I closely zoom, this is where you get the Yamaha logo as well. And other fit and finish, there's a pass light, this is the side indicators, the horn is again good, and a very sharp one. And this is a parking light that they have given a separate button for parking light. So now let's talk about the exhaust note of this, how the bike sounds. Let me just turn it on for a minute. So this is how the bike is going to sound. So I believe the sound of the bike is massive. It is very powerful one, and as this bike comes with everything in it, with looks, with performance, with the power packet engine, everything is beautiful here. So that's all. Time for my personal opinion, guys, as I always do. And just three reasons why you should go with this bike. Thank you, guys. So guys, time for my personal opinion. So there are three reasons why you should go for Yamaha R15 version 4.0. One of the key reason is the looks of this bike. The design is beautifully done. You will not see this kind of fairing, this kind of finishing, and this kind of premiumness in any other 155cc bike. That is one of the point. Second reason is the performance of the engine, which is again one of the key thing, because this bike is being compared with 200cc segment. So I believe the performance, the power of this bike is too high that it has been compared with a 200cc segment. So yes, the second reason would be performance and power. The third reason I can say is the overall quality, and with quality I can say the mileage, because 155cc engine bike hardly gives a mileage of maybe 30 or maybe less than 35. But when it comes to Yamaha R15 version 4.0, it gives 45 to 55 kmpl, which is one of the best thing. So I believe these are the three reasons that you must consider Yamaha R15 version 4.0. One of the drawback that I just observed was that this bike is a little pricey, because I believe even a 200cc bike nowadays I believe you can get around 2 lakh, and this is 155cc, so 1.87 is the ex showroom. So I believe with taxes and all those things you can get this bike at 2 lakh. So one of the key drawback here is the pricing only, but avoiding and ignoring that part, yes, must go ahead with this bike. Let me know guys, how did you find this video, and if at all it helped you guys in terms of purchasing this bike, please let me know. That's all from my side. Thank you.